If you've ever felt a love so powerful it defies logic, time, and even gravity itself, this story is for you. This is not just romance, this is destiny written across galaxies. Before you dive in, make sure to subscribe for more cosmic love stories, soul connections, and spiritual journeys that will change the way you see the universe forever. From the very beginning of creation, before stars carved their brilliance across the sky and long before human hearts learned how to beat, two souls were born from the same eternal flame, divided only so they could one day experience the miracle of finding each other again across countless lifetimes. Serafina and Kale were not ordinary souls. They were ancient, advanced, threaded into the fabric of the cosmos, carrying memories older than Earth itself. In the highest realm of light, they trained as celestial protectors, destined to return to physical worlds with a mission that spanned ages, to elevate humanity's vibration every time they incarnated. But with every cycle of reincarnation came a pause, a separation, a forgetting. On Earth, they were always placed far apart, their memories wiped clean, their missions hidden behind the illusion of normal life, yet their hearts always recognized each other even when their minds could not. When Serafina was born into the modern world, she felt from childhood that something was missing, not a thing, but a presence. She often stared at the night sky with the sense that someone out there was searching for her too. Her dreams were filled with a nameless man with storm-dark eyes, a voice that vibrated like ancient truth, and hands she had never touched yet somehow remembered. And somewhere far across the world, Kale lived his life with the same silent ache, the same strange hunger in his soul for a woman he had never met but felt as clearly as his own heartbeat. Their meeting in this lifetime came unexpectedly, as it always did, not through planning or force, but through divine orchestration. Serafina had traveled to a small coastal town purely by impulse, pulled by an invisible force that felt like gravity. Kale had arrived there the same week, answering a restless urge to escape the noise of the city. The universe aligned their paths one golden evening as the sun melted into the sea, painting the water with shimmering fire. Serafina stood barefoot on the shoreline, breathing in the salty wind, when she felt someone approaching behind her. She didn't turn. She didn't need to. Her heart knew. When Kale stepped beside her, his presence shook something loose inside her, as if her soul remembered its original shape. Their eyes met, and in that moment the illusion of time collapsed. Lifetimes flooded back, temples in ancient Egypt, battlefields where they fought side by side, celestial halls where they trained under starlight, promises whispered across universes that they would always find each other again. Neither spoke at first. Words would have been too small. The energy between them rose like a tidal wave, magnetic, overwhelming, terrifying, divine. Yet the twin flame journey was never meant to be simple. With their reunion, the universe activated their mission, and with it came chaos. Serafina felt emotions she couldn't control, intense love, fear, longing, and the urge to run from something too powerful to understand. Kale felt the same. Their energies triggered each other's deepest wounds, forcing old shadows to rise. They entered the push-pull dance of twin flames, chaser and runner, switching roles as their souls demanded healing. Serafina ran first, overwhelmed by the intensity. The love felt too vast, too cosmic, too impossible to hold. She left the coastal town, thinking distance might silence the storm inside her. But twin flames cannot escape each other. They mirror each other's energy across any distance. When Serafina cried at night, Kale felt the heaviness in his chest. When he whispered her name into the darkness, she heard it as a soft echo in her dreams. Separation was never punishment, it was training. Each was being pushed to evolve, to heal childhood wounds, to strengthen spiritually so they could rise into their shared purpose. Serafina dove into her spiritual awakening, meditation, past life visions, energy work. Kale confronted his fears of abandonment, learning to stand in emotional truth instead of hiding behind walls. Both grew, both awakened, but it was Serafina who realized first. They were not meant to love only for themselves, they were meant to serve something greater. Her dreams returned, vivid now. She saw Earth covered in a veil of darkness, fear, chaos, division, and she saw twin flames across the world awakening to bring balance. They were beacons of high-frequency love meant to shift humanity's consciousness. And she and Kale were at the center of that grid. The universe wouldn't unite them until they were ready to stand in their full power. One dawn, guided by intuition, Serafina returned to the coastal town. Kale was there, almost as if he had been waiting in the same spot they first met. When their eyes locked again, there was no fear this time, no running. They embraced, and it wasn't just a hug, it was an activation. Light exploded through them, ancient codes unlocking as their energies merged. They remembered everything. The universe whispered through them, reminding them of their divine mission, to awaken hearts, inspire love, and raise the planet's vibration through their union. Together, they began sharing their story, guiding others through spiritual awakening, helping lost souls heal, teaching the power of unconditional love. Their connection became a lighthouse for people drawn to them without knowing why. As they worked, the world subtly shifted, one heart at a time. But the final test came unexpectedly. A new wave of darkness spread across humanity, fear, conflict, hopelessness. It tried to separate them, whispering doubts into their minds. For the first time since their reunion, Serafina felt the old urge to run. But Kale held her hands firmly, grounding her. "Love is the mission," he said, his voice steady. "And we cannot serve it apart." In that moment, she understood that the true power of twin flames wasn't the romance, it was the unity, the merging of energies that formed an unbreakable force of light. So they chose each other again, not from longing this time, but from purpose. Their union radiated outward like a pulse of cosmic fire, dissolving the surrounding shadows. Together, their souls rose higher than ever, anchoring light into the world for all who needed it. And in the quiet after the storm, as they stood beneath a sky full of ancient stars, Serafina whispered the words she had once spoken in another life, in another realm, wherever the cosmos takes us next, we rise as one flame. If this story moved your heart, awakened your soul, or reminded you of a love you can't explain, don't stop here. Right arrow like, share, and subscribe for more cosmic love stories, spiritual journeys, and life-changing storytelling. Right arrow comment, twin flame, if you believe in soul connections that defy time, space, and destiny.